Marketing and sales are the two best skills you can learn in 2025. And in this video, I'm not only going to explain what makes these two skills so overpowered, but also how to start learning and implementing them into your own life so you can dominate your competition. So let's get right into the concept of marketing and sales, guys. This should be interesting. So, first of all, I want to do a little thought experiment with you guys. Everybody watching this video, including myself, wants to make money online, as simple as that. And if we take trading and investing out of the equation, the only way to make money is to sell something to other people, So, of course, with trading, you don't have to interact with anybody. With investing into crypto or stocks, you also don't have to interact with anyone besides the tax office because they want your money, But you get the idea. You don't have to sell something to other people, but for every other business, you have to sell something, And to really drive this point home, guys, I want to show you how 99% of all businesses in 2025 work and where marketing and sales fits into the equation. And I am going to do this by showing you the basic funnel outline. And I've already done this quite some times, but I am going to explain this even further. So, you all understand by now that we live in the attention economy, and basically every single business makes money when they get top of funnel attention for their business, meaning they get traffic, It's the top of funnel of a business, It starts with a big funnel. And after you have this kind of new viewership, you have to convert these people in the whole middle of funnel process into either leads or purchasing customers, So you have to convert existing viewership into leads or purchasing customers, That's the whole middle of funnel part kind of. So essentially, what this means, guys, to really drive this point home, top of funnel basically means you need to master marketing. You need to know how to advertise yourself with organic content or with paid advertisements to really get people into saying to themselves, oh, this is interesting, let me click on this link so I will give attention to this business, You need to know the art of marketing. And of course, if you want to convert someone into a lead or purchasing customer, you need to understand the art of sales as well, the whole conversion part, the whole sales process, So yeah, essentially this one, top of funnel is marketing, and middle of funnel, converting this new existing viewership, is sales, This means that in order to get attention, arouse interest, and build trust for the business, these are the core three things of the whole top of funnel, We need to learn the skill of marketing, guys. And we need to learn the skill of sales in order to handle objections and ultimately close the sale, middle of funnel, So these are also two very important points in the whole business process, Marketing, that's a beautiful quote of that I know. Marketing gets people to the door, Of course, you need to get them to the door first. And sales get them to walk through it, So you need to get attention somewhere. You get people to walking to the door. And then you need to convert these people into purchasing customers, meaning the sales will get them to walk through it, meaning purchasing the program, Let me say this one more time. I love it so much. Marketing gets people to the door. Sales get them to walk through it, guys. Attention and interest converted into leads or purchasing customers, Conversion, Attention, conversion. So yeah, seriously, think about this, guys. If you learn these two skills, you master the art of making money, Of course, learning about bottom of funnel, meaning the actual product, is a skill in and of itself. But if you understand what people look for, what they want, you can kind of tailor your product. Figuring out the bottom of funnel isn't as hard if you understand the conversion part and the top of funnel, meaning the traffic or attention part, If you do this, guys, you will be able to scale any business, guys, While other people learn how to scale their specific business, the fitness coaching or something, you learn how to scale every business, Because you are essentially scaling businesses, not just a particular niche, you know? And you will be better at scaling their business than themselves, you know? Even though they are like the master of their business, you are the master of businesses, you know, of every single business. It's overpowered because you understand the underlying fundamental concepts of getting attention and nurturing, guys. I'm very excited about this. You can kind of tell. Because it's crazy, you know. You don't have to choose some business model. If you just learn this, it's going to all make sense, you know. And the best way to start learning the art of marketing and sales is to start with a business model called copywriting, you know. And this is the business model I teach on this channel, you know. Essentially, it's just like learning marketing and sales, but packaged kind of into a beginner-friendly business model. So essentially, it involves like a step-by-step process to make your first money online. So if you like learn marketing and sales, you don't know where to begin. But if you start with copywriting, like the whole business model, the whole process is going to be outlined for you, and you know which steps to take and what to learn at first to really get like to the level in which you make your first money online. So you kind of start somewhere if you choose like a specific business model. And yeah, copywriting is like the nearest one when it comes to marketing and sales, you know? So it will be very easy to follow, guys. And even if you don't want to stick with copywriting, that's where it gets even more beautiful, in my opinion. I highly suggest to still master this business model or skill, because you can use this skill as a foundation for your dream business, you know? So let's say you want to do something else. You want to do e-commerce in the future, you know? That's perfect, because now you understand how to market your product better than everybody else. Let's say you want to start like a clothing brand, you know? Now you understand through like marketing and sales kind of what the bottom of funnel looks like. Okay, it has to be a good product, but most importantly, you understand that like vibrant colors, disruptive kind of text, like bold statements and stuff really intrigue the reader's mind into wanting to click on the link, and then you just need to master the art of sales in order to get them to purchase this particular piece of clothing, you know, so yeah. If you want to do e-commerce, learn the art of marketing and sales before that, because now your brand is going to explode because you know how to generate money. It's overpowered. You understand, if you learn these skills, you understand how to start and scale businesses, guys, you know? You turn yourself into a money-making machine because you simply mastered the art of marketing and sales, the two best skills you can learn in 2025, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want even more sauce on marketing and sales or like the business model copywriting, feel free to check out my other YouTube videos, but also my free school. It's basically like a free mentorship with a free 2-hour outreach masterclass, and they're telling you exactly how to get your very first paying client with your copywriting business. You know, if you already have the service delivery figured out, like the whole marketing and sales kind of, you know. And yeah, there are only 156 people in there, so you are still pretty early. There will be thousands of people in there. And yeah, it's almost like a paid mentorship because I answer your questions in there, and you can send your outreaches to me that you would want to send to potential clients, and I will review them for you. And yeah, it's basically overpowered as a beginner. So yeah, hope to see you inside. Hope to see you in the other videos. Bye bye.